engineering. I am a poet, and I also teach kids performance poetry. And this is a poem that's kind of written for them to consider the importance of time and how our concept of time has changed. It's called A History of Plants. Once upon a time, but we can't start there. You see, back then there was no time. It was a dark age. The first people couldn't even see where they were going. But in the back of each living mind was a pea-sized organ that played the chimes for eating, sleeping, mating, pooping, expiring, named Boris. None of the other members of the brain like Boris, something that ancient didn't deserve to be in charge, and no one felt this more so than a young chap named Cassio, living in the flaps of human ingenuity. Now Cassio looked out at the borderless world, hands moving, inefficient feet, undisciplined chaos, he thought. If only the human body could conform to a system of seconds, minutes, and hours. And so began Cassio's grand scheme, a vast mechanical opera, all watched over by machines of loving grace, to the waltzing pace of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm part of a dream, da-da, da-da. I'm gathering steam, da-da, da-da. I'm making some songs, da-da, da-da, to match with your frogs, da-da, da-da. All things mass-produced, da-da, da-da. A war on refuse, da-da, da-da. There's nothing I can't execute when I know I'm time by use. Ba-bum-bum. Wearing wristwatches was considered feminine until the First World War. By then, every soldier needed to know what time to show up to get shot down. Swiss precision execution, death on time. What was left came crawling out of the trenches. Shell-shocked heirs of a world firmly confirmed by the ticking of a clock. Now, we've never looked back from Swiss atomic time since then, guaranteed not to lose a second in a billion years. Stalin abolished the weekend in the 1960s to increase productivity. And now it's not just the former Soviet Union that still runs on a 6-day work week. We think of time marked out in cigarette breaks and coffee periods because nobody knows an easier one. Times of healing, times of changing. Gather your children wherever they roam. Slap on their wrists, baby G-shocks, because they need to know destiny has a name. Time. Brought to you by Raymond Wales, or Cassio, or whatever brand of coiled rope you prefer. And what about Boris? What about him, you ask? Boris has shifted into the basement of your mind. He has an urge to sleep in when the alarm bell rings, and still you might not listen to him, buried and whimpering on the walls of rain. Sometimes he still chimes to Cassio's grand song. I'm part of a dream, da-da, da-da, retirement scheme, da-da, da-da. I'm still making songs, da-da, da-da, to match with your crocs, da-da, da-da. Consumerist war, da-da, da-da. We've been here before, da-da, da-da. Just miniature spinning machines in a giant music box. Ba-bum-bum. Thank you.